Layer names are super important. Always name your layers as a motion designer, or if you're a designer in general, just please name your layers. It makes picking up a file from someone else so much easier. So, what is this? What is layer names? Well, it's pretty simple. You can click on the column layer name and it will give you either the source name or the layer name. So in this composition, I have some shape layers, I have some text, etc. So if you ever need to change the name of your layer, you can just select the layer on your timeline. Let's just say this square, hit enter and just type square. Then you can go to the middle one, that's this rectangle, hit enter, and we'll call this rectangle. And then we can go here and we can call this circle. Okay, it's pretty simple. We have our two bullets, which is just these two pieces of text. And then we have this footage on my timeline of a cookie once again. And right now, as I said, you can change the layer name or the source name. So if I were to just change the name of this footage in my timeline, let's call this cookie. We can go back to either the name inside our timeline or our source layer. We can see here, right here in my footage MP4, that this is source 16, C0016. I can find that up here. Or if you ever need to find something within your project bin, right click on the footage or whatever you're looking for and then reveal layer source and project is right there. You know what, let's just hide that once more. Select something else, right click, reveal layer source in project. Hey, there it is. Or if you needed to find it inside your Explorer, you can right click, reveal in Explorer, and hey, there it is in my hard drive. So yep, that's an easy way you can navigate through your footage. So if you name something weird in your project bin or your timeline, you can easily find it. And then the last thing I want to talk about is this layer. This layer, yeah, exactly. It's an expression in After Effects. So I have this text right here and it's called Name Your Layers. Now, if I were to go down to the drop-down menu and then reveal the text properties and look at the source text, we can see that there's an expression there, and that is this layer. What that means is it's going to look at the name of this layer and have whatever the name is for the text and display that text. So if I were to say change the name to, I don't know, Yeti, just for fun. So now I just changed the name of the layer and it changes the text of my composition. And this is super useful if you have a bunch of text layers and you're doing a client project and they just a lot of text. Rather than having to go in and find each layer and just click it, you can just navigate through your timeline and your layer stack and just change those and it should adjust accordingly. And then you can still change your character properties, you can change your paragraph settings, etc., etc., change the font, and it just goes into the actual text. Just making sure you name your text layer and then you set the source text to this layer. If I were to turn that off, we can see that the actual text that I typed in before was test. And if I double click on that, and let's just say blue, for example. Now it's going off of blue, but the layer name is already Yeti because that's what I called it earlier. So let's just alt click on that source text and type this layer, and the casing is very important, so make sure it's lowercase t, capital L, hit enter on the numpad or click outside of the expression box, and hey, there it is. Let's just do one more test. Let's call this pens and pencils. I don't know, because there's a pen on my desk. So yeah, there you go. There's some fun facts that you have with your layer name. Hope you learned something. Thank you for watching. Alright, that's today's quick tip. I hope you learned something. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below. Like if you learned something, and if you need more help, feel free to hit me up on Instagram. Again, my name is John Jags. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch my face because you're not getting it back, so I hope it was worth it. And I will leave you with this. Eat 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. You will make some gains, I promise. Alright, goodbye. Goodbye. Where's my lens cap? Bye. Put the place up.